classroom and used it as a base for soups. We added vitamin D and DHEA to her daily regimen. She scheduled 2 yoga classes per week and frequent brisk walks. She returned after 8 weeks, thrilled with the results. The weight fell off. Her skin was smoother. Heather radiated confidence. She looked profoundly younger. No fillers required. We've got it backward. Here's a sobering statistic I learned from Bill Gifford, science writer and author of Spring Chicken, Stay Young Forever or Die Trying. Consumers spend more on plastic surgery than the government spends on aging research. I'm not judging, far from it. Even though I am Dr. Natural, sometimes I catch myself looking for a long while at the non-invasive or surgical cosmetic solutions advertised on billboards and TV. What about you? 2 of the most common plastic surgeries, eyelid surgery and facelifts, are growing in popularity. Why are anti-aging procedures on the rise? What motivates people to have plastic surgery as they age? Scientific studies show that people most likely to go under the knife are wealthy females with low self-esteem, low life satisfaction, low self-rated attractiveness, and few religious beliefs. These women are also heavy television watchers, and perhaps see beautiful bodies on TV that they want to emulate. The common motivations? Body image problems and reluctance to age. However, if you think that lifting, sucking, and filling are your only options, I'd like to offer you a far safer and more palatable solution. As a doctor, I know that many patients who seek plastic surgery in middle age may not be receiving the minimum self-care necessary to stay healthy mentally, physically, and emotionally. Patients with high self-esteem tend to care for themselves by exercising, abstaining from drugs and smoking, eating well, and drinking plenty of filtered water. All preventive activities that encourage a long, healthy life. If caring for your health has not been your focus, I'd encourage you to ask yourself why. Perhaps your focus has been on your children, partner, or work. Self-care requires contemplative inquiry and self-reflection. Without it, it's hard to become healthy inside and out. One thing I know for certain is that self-care is more effective than plastic surgery. Never use age as an excuse. I first saw Ida Keeling on Facebook when I found a photo of her in mid-push-up, sporting a huge grin and impressive deltoid muscles. She is known for the quip, "Never use age as an excuse." I was shocked to discover that she was 100 years old. In the photo, I learned that she is a record holder in track for the 100-meter dash. That's a lot of hundreds. There's a sparkle in her eyes despite the triple digits of her age. She demonstrated a couple of important truths about exercise. It's never too late to start. She began running at age 67. And most of us don't get the right dose. Along with running, Ida bikes, jumps rope, and goes to yoga twice per week, despite struggling with arthritis. There are people who consider themselves old, just sitting around at home and waiting to die. That's just stupid, Ida says. If I could, I would tell them to stop feeling sorry for themselves and to get active. But there's nothing wrong with recharging yourself when you need to. Exercise is one of the world's greatest medicines, Ida explains. Indeed, you may not realize that the dose of this medicine affects your longevity. You're probably familiar with the current recommendation of 150 minutes per week. That's about 30 minutes 5 days a week. One recent study from the National Cancer Institute and Harvard University showed that for 661,000 middle-aged people followed over 14 years, exercising at even a low dose, meaning less than the current recommendation, reduces mortality by 20%. Even better news? Bump it up to 1 hour to 2 hours per day of moderate intensity, and you double the benefit. That means you want to stay active as you age. In Chapter 7, I will show you the exercises most supported by science for keeping you supple, and I'll explain how to determine the right dose for you.